And we're back recording in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, taking off in Nice, southern France, I believe. And we're gonna try to do an AI pilot takeoff and landing. However, I may have to take over the controls. So we're going to start out launching. It'll take a minute or two to load up. You can see my flight stick. It's a Logitech, very durable. Very old. You can see we're
ready at runway 04 right, straight out departure.
At the end, 04 right, ready to take off. And I'm just going to adjust the angle in case I have to take off. I'm going to turn the panel lights up as bright as possible. There we go. FD, PFD. Yeah, I think that's good. And we got outside the aircraft. A bit. So make sure my flaps, they appear to be set for takeoff. Going back inside, I'm going to engage the AI pilot, but I will leave the window open because these pilots have been known to make some very poor decisions. So if I need to, I will turn it off. Let's bring it down here. Everything appears okay. I can see my airspeed's up. I just got to make sure they do not throttle off and they take off. Pilot is rotating. That's not good. Throttling down. Okay. I'm up. I got control. Wow. Definitely. So many times. Okay, I'm going to put the AI pilot back on. Hopefully they carry on. Have to take over again. I don't want to run into that mountain.
Nice Tower, Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, 600 feet to land.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747
do not know what this.
Altimeter 29.650.047 at 17. Fly right downwind runway 04 right.
Do not know.
Fly right,
give the benefit of the doubt. Right, okay, they appear to be throttling up. Wow. Come on. Okay, they got enough airspeed, but they do appear to be... AI pilot seems a little erratic aiming towards that hillside. Over here, not even putting the gear up. Supposed to be coming back around and landing. Road travel. Well, maybe they're just going to leave the gear down. Bad weather. Flying into it. Not too sure what's going on there. Rain going the distance. And as I say, the flight plan I filed was takeoff and landing at Nice. Come on. This is not good. Just in case. Come on. Come on. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. So close. That is so close. Wow. I think they would have clipped the trees. Let's hope we have this AI pilot can bring it back around. Now, it should, like I said, it should land in the same direction we took off, so it should circle out back. But I don't know why it's not putting the gear up. Even if I turn it on and off. Let's go off, back off. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Don't really trust the AI pilot. And let's hit that mountain back there. I had to disengage on takeoff. So let's have a drink and monitor this AI pilot coming back to Nice. It is a really cool airport. And I could manually fly this entire flight. I'm just doing some testing on the AI pilot capabilities, and they do have some negative traits. I'd rather rely on my own capabilities than the AI pilot. But however, the AI pilot is basically like a super autopilot. You can do everything, not just the autopilot computer system, but all components of the aircraft. But there's some decision making they're making. I find a lot of times they reject the takeoff, and they probably go off the end of the runway. So you usually got to, and there's no reason for it because they're taking off perfectly fine, proper airspeed, and then they throttle down. And I'm not sure why they do it. It's usually on the larger aircraft. I've had a lot of success with the Citation jet, the AI pilot, almost doing everything from takeoff to landing. So we're going to monitor this one. We took off from there behind us, east, Côte d'Azur, and we obviously went that way, and we're circling around because you got to land into the wind, but I'm not too sure why this AI pilot is staying so low, really low. Altitude, I think it's altitude, but only like 1,200 feet. You may have to commandeer. Not too sure what's going on with this AI pilot. But they appear to be throttling up again. I mean, you want to be coming in. When you go into the turn, you want to be doing, 180, 160, 190, because you'll bleed off speed and you don't want to risk stalling. So, and then you stabilize the final approach command, and you're going to be running around 160, and then you'll drop her down to 150 range for landing. But you got to be very careful. I mean, it depends on the winds, and if you got a tailwind, you got to increase your speed. Let's get up a little bit. don't have to. I better get in a position so I can see my airspeed zoomed in enough. Outside, and I can see my airspeed, altitude, and if anything gets out of whack, I will drop an AI pilot. Normally I would do that always on final approach, but I'm just doing an AI test. They failed on takeoff. I had to take over. Hopefully they don't, this AI pilot doesn't mess up to the point that I cannot get control. So we're coming back into the coast of, I believe, southern France. And there's Nice. We had the distance 9.86 nautical miles, which we took off from in a Boeing 747 World Travel Airlines. And it's just, I mean, these AI pilots, they're not the best, but you know what? If you're in a situation, sometimes it's best to rely on that until you can get on final approach and take over. Now the aircraft should, it's maintaining a good speed, 190, which you want to have that, especially when it starts going into the turn. It's maintaining its flaps down. I'm not too sure if it's going to put itself in the proper landing configuration. But it does appear to be on the proper route. It should be turning right and then coming in to land shortly. If not, I may have to take over. Which, I've never flown a plane, but no problem. If I was on a large plane, I would just engage the autopilot system, maintain altitude, airspeed. If not, I am instrument rated, and I just follow my instruments even in total darkness. Trust in them. As long as you maintain airspeed and altitude, you should not hit anything or crash. If you exceed the airspeed limits, or you try to look out the window rather than your gauges, you could get spatial disorientation, which kills a lot of pilots. Okay, it does appear to be lining up.
Boeing 747, wind 277 at 1 tree.
I do have AI communications and pilot on right now.
Clear to land runway 04 right, Boeing 747.
04 right, so it should be coming in. You see the compass up top left, and most runways are labeled off of the degree indicator, so it would be 4 degrees, so runway 4. Because there's 2 runways, there's a left and a right, so it should be coming in for the right one. Although it does appear to be aiming to the left a little bit, but then it's coming back. There could be a wind coming from left to right, and a lot of pilots will come in and just let the wind straighten them up. This pilot does appear to be doing a really good job. 170, but like I said, a lot of times they will kill you, so I want to keep this handy. I have to turn off the eye pilot. I will. Sure, it's a little high and fast. Come on. Drop down. It's high and fast. See the happy indicator for, oh no, it was 4 whites, it should be 2 reds. Now it's proper. It still seems a little fast, but maybe that's, could be a tailwind coming. Wow, that does look pretty good. Wow. wow. I wonder if it'll actually do everything. Taxi and pretty impressive. AI pilot.
Boeing 747, turn next taxiway.
Let's see what they do. Sometimes they will just stop in the middle of the runway, but you never know. It might be able to. There's the taxi direction coming up. I have that enabled on this. Yeah, kind of impressive, but I'm not sure. I may have to take over. It does appear they're going to do some calming.
Boeing 747,
we're
turn next
communicating.
taxiway.
Roll travel. At Nice. Okay, let's turn off that window.
Boeing 747, contact ground on 121.705.
Ground.
121.705.
Well, the AI
Boeing
pilot's
747.
really impressing me. Other than
Goodbye.
I had to intervene on the takeoff. It was trying to abort the takeoff, which there was no reason why. So I disengaged the AI and rotated and re-engaged the AI. And yeah, I kind of almost skimmed the top of a mountain, some trees, but other than that, the approach and landing really impressed me. Seemed a little low, and then coming in seemed a little high, and then got on the glide slope, landed, braked, everything fine, which is kind of amazing because in the past you just have to rely on the autopilot computer system, whereas this is almost like an AI overall artificial intelligence system. It's supposed to be for everything, but it's not foolproof. And I don't know why we're just sitting here. I may have to. Okay, I got control. They set the parking brake. Would you believe that? Wow. It's the parking brake. I do believe. I think it's over here. Oh, here it is. Parking brake on. Oh, unless maybe the AI pilot's waiting for instructions, but the instructions are never coming, so. Oh yeah, the tiller wheels working. I know on the fighter aircraft, for whatever reason, the rudder input on the flight stick does not affect the tiller, which is when you turn the front nose wheel. So let's turn. It's like a bus coming in, it's going to drive right into me. Oh, maybe it stopped. Oh, I think it just went under the wing. Okay, let's I do see now. That's kind of weird. It's parking me right all up. We'll see if there's an actual person. But this, I mean, this game is, they came out with a new one, 2024. It actually uses less memory installation, and graphically it's supposed to be a little better, but this is phenomenal. You get something like this, a few other war simulators, whatever you're into. I'm into Battlefield, this, racing. You get a decent PC and you've got unlimited entertainment every day of the week. Look at that. That's a weird. Why would it, in real life, I don't think it's going to park you like that. And I'm not sure how I make it end. Maybe it's Shift-E. Control-E. There's a way to shut everything down. Then it gives you kind of a mission success, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's a little bit of a bug, but looking around, looks pretty cool. Nice, Côte d'Azur Airport. Pretty cool. Outside. That was a AI demo test. Obviously they failed. However, after intervention, we succeeded. There we go. Dude.